Hello, this is Sonia from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today I want to do an entry using this beautiful printables from Brianna Showwater. It's called Dreamer, and it is from the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray shop. When I saw it, I just thought I have to have it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I was inspired by that loosely water painted flowers, and I'm going to do something like that in my entry, as you see later. I'm just going through the papers. There's various entries, various Bible verses that you can use, and prompts like that. And I love that rounded oval tabs, and I absolutely love this words. It's absolutely beautiful. It's actually something you can copy sort of in your Bible journaling. Just have a word and put a sort of a brush stroke of water paint on top of it. I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm just showing you that I'm going to do Philippians 4:8. It's sort of one of my favorite Bible verses, and I will tell you later why. And this is one of the background papers you can also get from the kit. So I'm definitely going to use that. Also, I just absolutely love it. It's so fresh and beautiful. It works well for being summer now here in South Africa. And yeah, just the lovely, fresh and beautiful colors we have here at the moment in South Africa. So I'll put you now on fast forward. And what I was thinking of, I want to cut or I want to gut this paper and make a frame out of it. And then I want to attempt to paint one of those beautiful sort of loose whimsical flowers and sort of tuck it in that frame. I don't know, I just was inspired to do it. I probably could have just enlarged one of those flowers and sort of also do it, but I was just thinking, let me sort of practice my watercoloring skills a little bit. But the problem I had when I started wanting to do that, I was looking for my things and I couldn't find my watercoloring paint. So I ended up using my watercoloring pencils, which is not ideal, but it worked at the end also. To tell you the truth, I'm not 100% actually I'm trying here obviously to wet my page, wet my pencil, do a little bit of coloring and things like that, and try to copy this beautiful flower. As you can see here on top, I've got it on top of the page. My page, I have it just to have something to reference to and just to have a look and see how I need to do that. I'm just going to quickly talk about the verse while you watch me do the coloring in and the painting. I've talked about previously before about this course I'm doing, precepts, and I've got a beautiful course which is called Lord Heal My Hurts, and it is very much about how emotional healing comes from the Lord and that how He can heal you. And one of the principles the Lady K. Arthur is always talking about is Philippians 4:8. And it's the verse that says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, whatever is excellent, if anything is worthy of praise, think about these things. And it's very much because healing starts in your mind, because it's a battlefield of the mind. So when a negative thought or thought pops into your head, you need to let it go through Philippians 4:8. It must be all of those things. So sometimes you get a thought in your mind. It's not a nice thought or lovely thought, but it's a true thought. But it needs to be true. It needs to be right, lovely, pure, admired. It must be all those things. If it isn't, you need to reject it. Take that thought captive. So C says you Philippians 4:8 it, meaning that's almost a verb. You take your thought. Is it Philippians 4:8? Philippians 4:8 it. If it is, reject it. If it isn't, that's fine. You can dwell upon those things. So I really wanted to remember this verse and do an entry on it because it is really one of my favorite ones, and I try to live by it, and I can assure you it makes you a 10 times happier person than camping on negative thoughts or untrue thoughts. It's better to take your thoughts captive and deal immediately with it. As you can see, in the meantime, I've done the watercoloring. I finished it. I think it turned out okay. My watercoloring skills is definitely not okay. I need to really improve quite a lot on that, but I enjoy doing it. So I've just cut out those various words and I'm going to spread it later over my spread. And then I've decided I want to write now Philippians 4:8, and I've started writing it, but then I made a mistake. I made a spelling mistake. So I decided now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to write the words on these beautiful strips of washi tape, which is part of the printable, and then I'm going to cut it out and put it on top of it. So actually my mistake turned out actually to my advantage. So sometimes you will find that that happens. Sometimes you make a mistake and then you just think a little bit outside the box and then it turns out okay. So I love how this effect is with the different pattern papers and the stencil letters I've done. So as you can see, I've done Philippians, and I'm just going to put a full stop at the end and a double point in the middle just to say Philippians 4:8. I would have liked to put some exclamation marks at the end, but it didn't really fit it. So I've just popping that there at the top just to remind me what this entry is all about. And now I'm going to cut these beautiful words with the brush stripes, and I'm just going to spread it all over. So I love the effect that's going to have. As I said, I love these this background paper. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm glad I have it in a I bought it from the print and pray shop because I can use it again. You can use it for any other entry. So I'm just cutting my flower so it can fit on the page. I just love the effect of this big flower in the middle. It really stands out. So what I'm using this oval tabbies at the top. I'm sort of doing a double-sided, so it's not a white background at the back. So I'm putting the one of the tabbies there, and I'm just putting one of these strips of washi tape just to anchor it, and then I cut the Philippians 4:8 also from that journaling card. So I'm going to pop that there at the top just to remind me that is what I've journaled. And here is where I've sort of put these tabbies double-sided. It's on both sides. I'm just cutting that little piece of petal off because it was sort of going inside my Bible, and it sort of irritated me a little bit. So what am I doing next? I wanted to sort of fill the gaps there at the top because it was a little bit bare, so I thought I want to bring a little bit of that black polka dot black strips in, and then I put truth there at the top in the tabby because to me this is truth. So I'm just biting and thinking. I'm actually talking here to my daughter, and she is showing me that she thinks I need to do a little bit something there at the top because it's a bit blank. So she said, so it was interesting to have her input also there. So what I've done is I've put some of that petals of the leaves from the big paper, and I've just sort of tucked it there at the top to wrap it around the paper just to fill that white space there at the top in. So I've decided to make my own little sort of little flag there using some of this washi strip just to fill in a little bit of that white space. Now I'm just going to move over to the other side just to mark obviously my verse. I'm just popping that word Jesus next to it just to emphasize where I've done the journaling. So I hope you enjoyed it. I love doing this entry. I love the colors, and I really enjoy what the Print and Pray shop has to offer. I'm so excited every Tuesday when the new releases comes out. I really have to sort of hold myself back not to buy everything, but I still think it is quite an affordable way of doing Bible journaling, especially living in South Africa, and I don't have access to all the physical kits. So I'm going to leave you with some close-up photos. If you like this video, please like it, and if you're new to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to become part of this family. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.